All right, buckle up because today's deep dive is going to be something else.
Oh, I like where this is going.
We're talking all about the 11 Lung Meridian points in traditional Chinese medicine.
Those are some powerful points, that's for sure.
Now, if you're like, wait, lungs? Isn't that like just breathing?
Picture a railway. Each point is like a station along those tracks.
Okay, I'm visualizing it.
And each station has a specific function.
Okay, I'm with you. So what's the first stop on our Lung Meridian railway journey?
We start with LU1, also known as Zhongfu.
Zhongfu. Gotta love those TCM names, right?
Right, so Zhongfu or LU1, it's like the Grand Central Station of this meridian line.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about LU1, this powerhouse point.
So think of LU1 as your go-to for clearing out any chest congestion. You know that feeling when you're all stuffed up and you just crave a breath of fresh air?
Yes, the worst.
LU1 is like that breath of fresh air, but internally, it can also help with coughs and even asthma.
It's amazing how something that helps with breathing can also be used for other things.
Exactly. And it all comes back to this key principle in TCM, treating the root cause, not just the symptom.
I love that about TCM. It's such a holistic approach.
It really is. You see, sometimes pain in your shoulder or upper back can actually stem from an imbalance in the lung meridian.
Whoa, really? So it's like a domino effect.
Exactly.
So what's next on our lung meridian journey?
Next stop is LU2 or Yunmen, which is nestled just below your collarbone. Now, remember how I said LU1 was like a breath of fresh air? Well, LU2 takes it a step further. It's all about the breath itself. Like if you're dealing with coughs, wheezing, or that feeling of not being able to catch your breath, LU2 can be a game changer.
It's a TCM strategically placed these points exactly where they're needed most. So LU3, what's its deal? What secrets does it hold?
Okay, so LU3, also called Tianfu, it's located on your upper arm, a few finger widths below your armpit. This point, it really highlights that mind-body connection that TCM is all about.
Oh, here we go. I love this part.
Right, so LU3, it's said to calm the Po.
The Po.
Yeah, it's like the TCM equivalent of your emotional self, especially when it comes to grief.
Wait, hold on. So there's a connection between my lungs and feeling like heartbroken.
It's more like in TCM, the lungs are closely associated with grief and sadness.
That's wild. Can you tell me more about the Po and what it means in TCM?
Absolutely. So the Po is seen as this part of your spirit, right? And it's deeply connected to your physical body. But it's also associated with your senses, your instincts, your emotions, especially those related to like loss and sadness.
Okay, I'm following.
So when the Po is out of balance, it can manifest as physical symptoms, often in the lungs.
That actually makes a lot of sense. It's like when you're super stressed, you just feel it in your chest.
Exactly. And that's where LU3 comes in.
Okay, so what does LU3 do?
It's believed to help regulate the Po and ease those feelings of, grief, emotional congestion, that kind of thing.
This is blowing my mind. So are you telling me that acupuncture on my arm could help me process a breakup?
Well, it's not quite as simple as that. Remember, TCM is all about treating the whole person. Acupuncture, along with other TCM modalities, aims to restore balance to the body's energy flow. This can have positive effects on both physical and emotional well-being.
Okay, I'm even more curious about these points now. What's next?
Moving right along, we have LU4 Xiabai. You'll find it a bit further down your arm from LU3. Now, this point's like a multitasker.
Oh, I like it. Tell me more.
It can help with that tight feeling in your chest, shortness of breath, and even pain in your upper arm.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of lung meridian points.
Right. It just goes to show how interconnected everything is within this meridian. And it's not just about the lungs themselves, but also the pathways and connections that branch out from them.
Okay, I'm ready to keep this train moving. What's the next stop on our lung meridian adventure?
All right. Next up, we have LU5, also known as Chize. This point, you can find it right at the crease of your elbow.
Okay, yeah, I feel it.
On the thumb side.
Got it. Now, what's so special about LU5?
So this one, it's like TCM's solution for a very specific type of cough.
Ooh, do tell.
You know those coughs, those nasty ones that come with phlegm?
Ugh, yeah, the worst.
That's where LU5 comes in. It's all about clearing that out.
What?
Let's move on to LU6 or Kongzui. You'll find this point on your forearm, about a hand's width above your wrist.
Okay, still following along. What's LU6's specialty? What's its claim to fame?
This point, it's actually known for its ability to stop bleeding.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, particularly bleeding from the lungs.
Okay, that sounds intense.
It is Get ready for a fascinating one. LU7 or Lieque.
Okay, lay it on me.
You'll find this point on the thumb side of your forearm, about 2 finger widths above your wrist bone.
Gotcha. What's so fascinating about LU7?
Well, this point is like a perfect illustration of that mind-body connection we keep talking about.
All right, so what's next?
Let's move on to LU8, also called Jingqu.
Jingqu. Okay.
You'll find it just a finger's width above LU9, right on your forearm, next to a large tendon.
Are we ready for LU9? What does this point have in store for us?
LU9, also known as Taiyuan, is a major point in the Lung Meridian, and you can find it right on your wrist on the thumb side. There's like a little dip there.
Oh yeah, I feel it. What's next? We're getting close to the end of our Lung Meridian journey, aren't we?
We are. Next up is LU10 Yuji, which is located on the fleshy part at the base of your thumb, right where the red and white skin meet.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready for the grand finale. We've reached the end of the line, LU11.
LU11 Shaoshang. It's located right at the tip of your thumb,
Okay,
on the side closest to your other fingers, just a hair's breadth away from your nail.
got it.
Don't let its size fool you, though. This little point is mighty.
I'm ready. What can this tiny but mighty point do?
LU11. It's often used for emergencies, like if somebody faints.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's believed to quickly clear heat and revive consciousness.
It's like a reset button.
It is, in a way.
For the whole system.
Right. And beyond emergencies, LU11 is also used for sore throats, tonsillitis, even mental agitation.
Wow, from fainting to calming the mind. That's quite a range.
It is. It just goes to show how much power these points have to really shift our state of being.
Physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
This deep dive has been incredible. It's amazing how much there is to learn about these 11 little points on the Lung Meridian.
It really is.
Good.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
I